So the change that was announced in 2008 was that Nokia was going to purchase Symbian Software Limited in its entirety, and a brand new company, the Symbian Foundation, was going to be set up.
I mean, innovation is the reason Symbian exists the way it does today. The whole idea of what we do is, we're just here to now enable other people to innovate around us. It's very much the Henry Cheeseborough model of open innovations.
So what we're trying to do is take a lot of the ideas and innovations from the open source movement, and also make some innovations ourselves in how we adjust that delivery model so that people adopting the platform find that it fits with the realities of shipping commercial electronics products into consumers' hands.
So you're taking a proprietary piece of software and you're turning it into an open source piece of software. That's quite unusual in itself. Normally open source software is built from the grassroots up by a small user base that grows and grows. What this was a very successful, very heavily used industry piece of proprietary software that we moved across.
The thing that makes Symbian most unique is that we are a genuine open community.
When I say an open source community, just by way of explanation on that, what that means is that the actual source code, so the actual nuts and bolts of how the operating system works, is available for anyone to look at online. And it's available free of charge, so you can just go onto our website and actually, if you're interested, go and see the source code. Software as a service and virtual desktop, important for I think two reasons. I mean, one of them is almost an emotional reason. It is a new technology. It is something that we wanted to be involved in. We are a technology company. We're at the cutting edge of technology. We wanted to be using services that are right at the cutting edge of technology as well. I can log on to our finance system, for example, wherever I happen to be.
There is a very, very blurred boundary between us and somebody who happens to be part of the same community, but not necessarily an employee of the foundation. So we need tools that anybody in the world can access and use. So that very much helped drive our decision to base every application, every tool that we use around something that runs in the cloud.
So we have no servers in the building. We don't have a file server, for example. It's all based in the cloud or using software as a service. So our email, as I said, our file servers, our finance system even is based on the internet. So that's an example of an innovative IT strategy. But what it does give us is it gives everyone a very flexible environment. For our finance system, for example, we're using SAP Business ByDesign. It is a fantastic flexible system.
At the heart of our organization are a collection of industry leaders. When we go and say, what do our IT systems need to be? What typically come up are the tried and true applications. And so in this context, the SAP applications came up on our list.
When we were looking at our finance system, SAP and the Business ByDesign service was one of the options we considered. I think that the reason why we selected SAP out of the other options, we were looking for a more established name.
We went and looked at it and said, okay, do we need to burden ourselves with what I'll call a traditional implementation? And we determined that we didn't, to be able to leverage the power of SAP.
The finance system is obviously a system that you don't want to mess around with too much. You want to make sure that you have a solid trust in the system you're putting in place.
It just became a win-win situation for us.